Okay, we're dealing with some increasingly weird find the angle questions. Cosine theta equals 0. Where are we if cosine is 0? Well, the cast rule or the sine rules that you've learned can kind of tell you how this works. Cosine is positive in these two quadrants, and it's negative in these two quadrants. If cosine is exactly 0, that means it's exactly on the line between the negatives and the positives. And that happens right here. 90 degrees is one place where you just stopped being positive and you're about to begin being negative. And it happens again at 270. 90 and 270. So you can do this just knowing the sign convention, or if you don't want to carry that information around in your head, on the calculator just go 0 second cosine and see what you get. It'll give you a reference angle just like it does for anything else, and it'll say the reference angle is 90 degrees. Well, a 90 degree reference angle either means you're right there, if you're 90 above the horizontal, or it could mean you're down here 90 below the horizontal. So all the procedures we've used before still work for this question. It's just 0. We can't draw a triangle for it, but we can still find our positions pretty much the same way. And undefined, that's a little odd. Cosecant theta is, how do you write undefined? We usually don't. It usually means something horrible has gone wrong with our expression. But we can save this if we're a little bit sneaky. The way that an undefined happens when you have a trig ratio is when you get a division by 0. You have something over 0, and that's where the undefined came from. So they're saying cosecant theta is something, don't really care what, divided by 0. This is actually enough for us to get going. If cosecant theta is undefined, it's something over 0. Now, let's do a reciprocal like we usually do. Cosecant is not my friend, but if I do its reciprocal, it becomes sine theta. And the reciprocal of this right side becomes 0 over some number. We don't care what it is. Well, 0 over some number is just plain old 0. We can handle that. Sine theta is 0. That happens in two different places. Suddenly, this is a lot like example A. We're just looking for the two places where sine is exactly 0. Sine is positive in the top two quadrants. Sine is negative in the bottom two quadrants. So exactly halfway between would mean right over here at 0 degrees, or it could mean off to the left at 180 degrees. And if you don't care for the sign convention thing, you can again leave this up to the calculator. If you're looking for sine theta equals 0, that's fine. You can ask that. Second sine of 0, the calculator comes back with a 0 degree reference angle. So either you're 0 degrees off the horizontal on this side, or you're 0 degrees off the horizontal to the left. Either way, you're going to end up finding that it's either 0 or 180. So remember, undefined isn't totally hopeless. You can think of undefined as something or other divided by 0, and every so often, especially if there's a reciprocal involved, that's actually enough to work with.